What's going on, swim fans? Welcome back to Tokyo, Japan. It is night number 3 of the Olympic Games. We had a ton of fast swimming in night number 1, night number 2, and here we are, night number 3. This is the pre-show. We're going to be previewing all of the events that are about to unveil in Tokyo, Japan, and that includes the women's 200-meter freestyle. That's a semifinal. We get to see Katie Ledecky and Ariana Titmus. That's going to be incredible. Then we have the men's 200-meter freestyle. That is the final. We have a lot of big names in there, so many heavy hitters. And, of course, we have the women's 100 backstroke final, the men's 100 backstroke final, the women's 100 breaststroke final. It's going to be a toss-up in a lot of these races. Would love to know where you guys are joining us from in the live stream, in the chat. Then we have the men's 200-meter butterfly semifinal. And then we're going to wrap up the evening with the women's 200 individual medley semifinal. This is going to be absolutely insane. We've seen a ton of fast swimming in Tokyo, and I can't wait to share this pre-show with you guys. We're going to go through event by event, preview. I want to hear what you guys have to say. By the way, we're doing some giveaways, so make sure you're following MySwimPro on all of our different social media channels. If you're not already subscribed to YouTube, make sure you subscribe, smash the like button. We have a lot of exciting prizes to give away. On day number 1, we gave away an Apple Watch. On day number 2, we gave away a t-shirt. On day number 3, we gave away 2 swimsuits. That was yesterday. And now we are giving away the Magic 5 goggles. These are 3D goggles that are printed, custom printed to your face using a 3D scan, using your smartphone. This is really, really cool. Here's how you enter to win. All you have to do is like this post and leave a comment below sharing your favorite Olympic event. And we are going to share all of those experiences with you guys. So if you want to be entered to win a new pair of goggles, 3D custom print for you guys from the Magic 5, all you have to do is like this post and make sure you leave a comment down below. Do that on Twitter as well, so make sure you enter it on the right platform. We're giving away a lot of exciting swag. Let's go ahead and find out where you guys are joining me from. Hello from Venezuela. That's awesome. What's up, Chloe from North Carolina? There we go. Samuel from Trinidad and Tobago. That's awesome. Global community here at MySwimPro. Lorenza, if you guys are here and you're new, what's going on? My name is Faris Sabati, co-founder and CEO of MySwimPro. MySwimPro is more than just a YouTube channel. We're a global community. And of course, we have a mobile application. The mobile app has been downloaded over 1.5 million times. So if you haven't already downloaded the MySwimPro app, you're kind of being left out. So I want to make sure you're a part of this. Make sure you subscribe to not only our YouTube channel, but also download the MySwimPro app. We want to make sure you're a part of it there. We have a global community here. A lot of people from Brazil. Obrigado. Thank you for joining. Very, very fun here. From Canada. You know, Canada has been in fire these Olympic Games. It's going to be a good one. All right, let's go ahead and get into this event by event. El Salvador. Nice. Uruguay. Very cool. Okay, let's go ahead and get into this event by event. By the way, if you guys haven't seen the Australian swim coach of Ariana Titmus, look at that. That was last night, and he was going nuts. This was the 400-meter freestyle reaction. She beat Katie Ledecky, and he was going nuts. And we're going to see him and his athlete, Titmus, again in the 200 freestyle. Well, he's going to face off against, you know who, Katie Ledecky. It's going to be great. There we go. I just turned on another light. Make sure you guys can see me. So let's go ahead and take off the crazy Australian coach off the screen. And we are going to look at this event by event. Here we go. So the first event is the women's 200-meter freestyle. This is a semifinal. Now, obviously, the person to watch is Titmus. She's going to be there in lane number 5. Also, keep an eye on Penny Alexiak. You know what? I should probably, just so you guys can see this, it's going to put a little check mark by their name. So we got Titmus in lane 5. She won the 400-meter freestyle. We have Penny Alexiak. Now, something really important to pay attention here in this event is that 6 of the 8 swimmers in last night's 400-meter freestyle final competed in this event. Ledecky was a 155.28, only about a tenth slower than she went at the U.S. trials. Penny Alexiak broke 156 for the first time in her career. She qualified second behind Ledecky. The 400 free gold medalist, Titmus, she was a 155.88. There you can see her right there. And Alexiak, keep an eye on the Chinese swimmer and France and Australia. We've got a lot of international. And don't leave out Allison Schmidt. She's a 4-time Olympian. Anytime you have that kind of Olympic experience, you can't count anyone out. Now, keep in mind, this is just semifinal number 1. We're going to move into semifinal number 2. So I want you guys in the comments to let me know who you think is going to win this event. Who do you think is going to win? Now, remember, this is a semifinal, so you got to qualify to get into the final. Obviously, you have Katie Ledecky. She's going to be good. She was a 155.2. Now, one thing to note is how fast the world record is. The world record is a 152.9. Titmus was a 153.1, I think, at her trials. And that was not too long ago, 153.1. So we might see some battling here. I think these ladies are going to drop a 154, and it will take probably a 156 low, if not 155 high, to get into the top 8. Remember, we talked about Allison Schmidt in the last heat. Allison Schmidt right there, she is the Olympic record holder in this event. She's in semifinal number 1. Keep an eye on all of these ladies. Let's see who we think is going to win. Ledecky fan in the house. We have a Ledecky fan. Penny and Ariane Titmus, Australia and Canada representing here in the house. Very good. Very good. Come on, Katie. I think we're referring to the coach's reaction. Titmus, her coach, yeah, that was wild. Algeria in the house. Ahlan wa sahlan. What's going on from the USA? And hello from Australia. Pellegrini. All right, so this is a really good point. We can't leave out Pellegrini. When we think of the 200-meter freestyle, of course, she won a 157, not very fast, but she is the world record holder in this event where she broke the world record in Rome, her homeland, and so you can't count her out. Obviously, the Australians and Canadians are going to be very, very competitive in this event. And I think it's going to take a 156 low to get into the final. All right, so I will break the world record tonight. Christoph, I think we're going to ban you. You can't use someone else's name, buddy. He's swimming. All right, let's make sure he gets banned. All right, Titmus. Yes, we think Titmus is going to win. All right, let's keep things moving. We have a lot of events to cover. Next event is the men's final of the 200-meter freestyle, where we get to see some big guns. How about Duncan Scott? How about Kieran Smith from the U.S.? What about the young one, David Popovic from Romania, just 16 years old? This will be his first Olympic final, and that's going to be very exciting. Who do you guys think is going to win this event? Is it going to be the young swimmer? This is David Popovic. He's 16 years old, okay? We have Duncan Scott. He's the #1 top seed in the semis. He went a 144.6. But this swimmer, Sunwoo Hwang from South Korea, he was a 144 mid in the prelims. He went slower in the semis. He's going to be in that 144 territory most likely as well. And of course, we have Kieran Smith, who's going to be in lane number 5 from the USA. He won a best time in the semifinal. It's going to be really good. I'm really curious how these guys handle it. Some of these, Smith was bronze in the 400-meter freestyle, and this personal best that he just went keeps him in second position heading into it. But I really think it's any of these guys' race. Who do you think is going to win this event? At best, I think Popovic wins bronze. Yeah, I mean, he's going to be on the outside. We'll see what he can do. Duncan takes it away in a 144.1. All right, Tristan, I see you. I see you. Well, if you look at the times right now, I mean, 144.1 would be pretty spectacular. Let's write that down. 144.1. And that was Tristan. All right, we're gonna hold you to it, buddy. I want to see you in the post race by race recap. Make sure you let us know. Popovic, still don't think so. Haha, you said it yesterday. Who do you think is gonna win this? The American guy. So I think you're referring to Kieran Smith. Let me zoom in there for you guys. This is the lane assignment. It's a little bit closer so you can get a feel for it. Who do we have? Who do we have? Carrion doesn't medal. No, I think he's got a shot at medal for sure. Scott first. Duncan Scott. Here we go. That's how I like to see it. Make sure you guys use the fun emojis. That's going to be a ton of fun. Okay, so this is the men's 200-meter freestyle. This is a final. Now let's go ahead and keep things moving. Next event is the women's 100-meter backstroke. All right, I'm like so excited for this race. I'm normally not that excited for the men's or the women's 100 backstrokes for whatever reason, but I'm super excited about both the women's and the men's 100 breaststroke. Do you know why? Because we saw 4 Olympic records broken in this event in like one day within a 24-hour window. Literally, in the prelims, heat after heat after heat, these ladies would break the Olympic record. At one point, let's zoom in here. I want you guys to understand the magnitude of who's in this heat right now. These are our competitors. Let me know in the comments, who do you guys think is going to win this event? Not only who's going to win, what is the time going to be? And if you want to be really fancy, let me know who's going to win and what the time is going to be for first, second, and third. I think we're going to see a world record. I mean, from lane 1 all the way through lane 8, everyone's got a shot in this heat. I mean, literally anyone can do something, but I think it's going to really focus in on the middle of the pool between these 4 swimmers. I think this is where the race is going to be. We saw, so I believe this swimmer, and this swimmer have all held the world record at one point in time. We saw Reagan Smith have a blazing 2019 World Championships. And then, wow, we have a really long comment there. And then Kylie Maas from Canada, from Windsor, actually only 30 minutes from where I live. She has been phenomenal at these Olympic Games. Kaylee McEwen has also been phenomenal at these Olympic Games. I think it's going to take a very fast time to win this event. Let's hear what you guys think. Hard one. McEwen, Smith, Maas. Winning time, 57.6. Let me zoom out so you guys can see the world record. World record in this event is a 57.4. I would like to see a 57.3 win this. We may see 1 or 2 of these ladies dip under the world record. Hisham McEwen, 57.6. Reagan Smith, and then Kylie Maas. All right. Reagan Smith. Here we go. McEwen is killing it at these Olympics. Let's see what Ethan has to say about this. 57.5. Smith, 57.8. Maas, 58.0. Well, here's the thing. I think they're all capable of going 57. If we see what happened in the 400 IM, literally no one went a best time. It was a very slow heat, but it was a great battle. It was a great race. I think in this event, we're going to see a great race, and we're going to see fast times. I certainly hope so. So we're going to see how it shakes up. Any other predictions in this event? Australia or Canada? That's another thing. So you have Australia, USA, and Canada. We didn't talk about the medal count, but there are a lot of medals on the line at these games. Oh, here's a big one. McEwen breaks the world record with a 57.1. Woo, baby. That would be epic. Sofane says 57.4 for Australia. Now, Australia has 2 swimmers. Don't leave out Emily Seebohm. She's got a lot of experience. Kira Toussaint from the Netherlands. She trained in the University of Tennessee. Great underwaters. Literally anyone could step up and make some magic happen. All right, let's keep things moving. What about the men's 100 backstroke? This is the men's 100 backstroke. Ryan Murphy is the world record holder in this event with a monstrous 51.85. Now, he did that in the 2016 Olympics. I believe he was leading off the medley relay when he did that. Pretty incredible. He's going to be right there in the middle of the pool. He looked really, really good in the semis. He looked terrible in the prelims, but I think he was sandbagging, so we're going to have to keep an eye on him. But how about Russia's Klement Kolesnikov? This guy looked so smooth in the prelims and the semifinals. I think he was out in a 24 plus on the way out to his feet. If not 24, it was 25. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. But it was under world record pace to his feet, and then he shut it down at the finish. I think Ryan Murphy did the same thing. Mitch Larkin from Australia, he's going to be right there as well. We're going to see him in the 200 IM. Here's a great question. Is there any advantage of swimming in the middle lanes? Well, I think the most obvious advantage is that you can see where you were at in the middle of the pool. You know, obviously you want to swim inside your lane, but being able to identify where you are in the race is really helpful. If you're out in lane 2 or lane 1 and someone's in lane 6, 7, they could win. You won't even know that you're behind them. It's really difficult to know that. So here, let's get some reactions. So Ryan Murphy goes 53-1 to win it. I don't think 53-1's gonna get on the podium. Maybe you meant 52-1. 52-1 would be a little bit more reasonable based on how fast these guys have gone. Marco says Kolesnikov of Russia is going to win this. Here we go. Ethan says Ryan Murphy's going to take home the gold with a 51.88. Kolesnikov 52-0. Shu from China. Yeah, we don't want to leave him out. He's going to be good. He actually looked really good in the preliminaries. He's going to be in lane 7. So you don't want to lose sight of some of these guys on the outside lanes. Just because he's in lane 7 doesn't mean he can't win it. And Shu goes 52-1 or 52-2. Absolutely. I think it would be incredible to see 3 guys go under 52 seconds. Can you imagine that? 3 guys go sub 52. Oh, boy, that would be incredible. I don't think it's going to happen, but it would be amazing. I think it's possible. I think it's possible. The swim fan in all of us wants to see that happen. Andrew says Ryan Murphy looked good in the prelims and the semi. I think he looked really good in the semi. I think his prelims looked a little sluggish. It's hard to tell on video versus in person how much effort he was putting. Jill says 51.9 for Ryan Murphy. A lot of people are favoring the Olympic champion. Where are my Mitch Larkin fans from Australia? What about the Russian fans? Klement Kolesnikov looked like a monster in the semifinals. I mean, if you were to put him and Murphy next to each other, he would have been beating Murphy, no question about it. He let off the gas pedal, maybe 30 meters to go. So, yeah, I don't want to leave anyone out. But I think it's going to take sub 52 to even medal. I think it might take 52-0 or 51 something. I think all these guys, let me clear the screen for you guys a little bit. A lot of clutter here. I think the race is going to be between these 3 guys. I think Ryan Murphy, Kolesnikov, and Mitch Larkin. Keep an eye. This is like the dark horse, Shu from China. He could sneak in there and spoil the fun for everyone and just drop like a 51 and do something outrageous. So it's going to be good. It's going to be good. All right. Let's go ahead and keep things moving. We have the final of the women's 100 breaststroke. Very excited about this. So here's the thing. We have Lily King, who's the world record holder. She's going to be swimming in lane 5. She was not the #1 seed in the semis or the prelims. That's Tatiana from South Africa. She's going to be in lane 4. She's a 105 here, but she went 104, if I can write. She went 104.8 in the prelims, and she looked really fast. Lily King has been a 104, but I think these ladies right here are going to be battling. Keep an eye on Yulia Efimova from Russia. She's going to be right there. Jacoby, the youngster from Alaska, from the United States. And if you look at this, let me clean up the screen a little bit. The United States is making a sandwich around the South Africa swimmer. So they're going to make a sandwich. I think the race is going to be here. This is your dark horse in lane 2. Keep an eye on her. But this is the race where I think we're going to see some magic happen. Who do you guys think is going to win this event? The women's 100 breaststroke. Efimova didn't look like she had the energy. Yeah, she comes out of nowhere, though, at the end of the race. King at a 104.5. Jacoby second. Ooh, you're betting the Americans go 1-2. Lily King always finds a way to get her hand on the wall first. Hopefully she gets 2 hands on the wall first, or else she'll be disqualified. So here's the thing. So a lot of people were talking about this. They were saying Lily King was not shaved for prelims. It was confirmed, whatever. She was putting in a lot of energy to go these 105s. I mean, if you look at the time, she went a 105.4. That's not that fast. This is the Olympic Games, semifinal, and you go 105.4 when your best time's a 104.1. Something's not adding up. If you're truly on point. Yeah, here we go. Tatiana's swim cap fell off. Like, literally, her cap was coming off of her head throughout the race. So you want to talk about someone who has if she can just clean up that swim cap, that's like 0.1. So what do you guys think the winning time in this event is going to be? That's the question I have for all of you guys. What do you think the time is going to be that wins this? Lily King. Lily King likes to play games. Yeah, that's true. King and Jacoby, same time. Oh, you think they're going to tie? I don't think shaving does that margin at all. Yeah, shaving will definitely help. You'll get a feel of the water, confidence. The U.S. Canadian swimmers are probably feeling jet lagged right now, so the Aussies have an advantage. That may be true, but I don't think so too much. Here's why. So I don't know 100% what the Canadian swimmers were doing, but I can tell you what the Americans did. So I was at the U.S. Olympic Trials in Omaha, Nebraska about 6 weeks ago. At the conclusion of the U.S. trials, all of the athletes went back home to like their training grounds, like where they normally live and train, for 1 week. After that 1 week, the United States athletes all went to Hawaii for a training camp. So for all the athletes that live in the Eastern time zone, like New York or like where I live, that's a 6-hour time difference. So, or 7 hours. So you're moving basically halfway to Japan from the United States, and they were there for about 3 weeks, right? So after those 3 weeks in Hawaii for training camp, they spent a week in Japan. So they've already been in Japan for a full week. So you've got to think after 8-9 days of being in the time zone from a 6-7 hour time difference, you've already adjusted. Now, I can't speak on behalf of the Canadian swimmers. I'm not sure what their schedule was going into this competition. But I do know that the Americans should not be jet lagged because, and they're very experienced at this. They do international trips all the time. The coaching staff and the physicians, they have them figure out their sleep schedule. I don't think this is that big of an issue. Let's see how King is king, of course. All right, let's get here. Both races, she almost lost her cap, yeah. What do you mean Lily wasn't shaved? 104.9. I don't think it'll be a fast final. All right, that's fair. That's fair. Andy's a little bit more optimistic, 104.5. Even then, like we could have seen a 103 potentially. If you think about it, if Lily King's been 104.1, and let's see here, she did that in 2017 at the World Championships in Budapest. I mean, if you're swimming for another 4 years, you'd think you'd go like 0.2 faster to go 103. Obviously, there's a pandemic and different things. Schoenmacher, 104.7. Lily King, 104.73. If you guys notice what Grace did, 1/100th of a second. I like it. Jacoby, 105.0. I read somewhere that Jacoby's best time from in the 100 breast was like a 109 2 years ago. So she went from 109 to 105 in a matter of less than 2 years. That's crazy. A lot of comments here. I got to catch up. Jill Davis, 104.5. Schoenmacher. Okay. All right. Let's keep things moving. Let's look at the next event, which is the men's 200-meter butterfly. This is a semifinal. Now, Clement Kolesnikov. I'm sorry. He's swimming the 100 backstroke. Wrong swimmer. The swimmer to watch in this is Krzysztof Milak. He's in semifinal number 2. He's from Hungary. He's the world record holder, and he made this 153.5 look so easy. What do you guys think? I think he's the guy to beat. I don't think anyone comes close to him in the semifinal as well as the final. I mean, he is so much better than everyone. It's ridiculous. He makes Michael Phelps's times look not that impressive. Like, literally, Michael Phelps's times are not impressive compared to this guy, in the 200 fly at least. Let me tell you why. Look at this. Michael Phelps, the greatest swimmer of all time, 152.0. Now, Michael Phelps's best time, if you guys don't know, is a 151.5. He did that, I believe, at the World Championships in 2009. Look at that time. 150.7. If you guys haven't already seen that analysis I did on his butterfly technique, make sure you check it out. But if you look at this, let's zoom out here so you can see what I'm looking at. He went 153 and he looked good. He looked so easy. Keep an eye on Daisetto from Japan. He missed making the top 8 in the 400 IM, but his front half looked pretty good. If he can hold it together for a 200 fly, he's going to be in there as well. The American, Gunnar Benz. And then if we look at the first semifinal, we've got Zach Harding from the United States. I believe that was his best time. These guys, though, look at the times. I mean, when you compare the world record to the times that these guys are going, none of these times are impressive at all. Even if these guys go 1 or 2 seconds faster, they're still going to go like a 153. And that would be amazing for them. But they're going to get destroyed by Krzysztof Milak. So let me know what you guys think he's going to go. Let's go ahead and put some comments on screen. Casual 152. I agree. I think he's going to go a 152, maybe a 151. Can you imagine? He just drops a 151 and it looks effortless, like just a little bit of effort. The first half of the race, Milak didn't try at all. So we're going to watch how he attacks this. We're going to see if he goes out for it. I think it'll be really, really good. Do you think Chad Leclos almost missing the... Oh, what do I think about Chad Leclos almost missing the semis? Dude, Chad Leclos needs to stop looking. He's been doing this for like 10 plus years, maybe like 15 years. This guy's been on the international scene for a while. He looks a lot. Let's go ahead and, show him on the screen here. Where is he? Oh, there he is. So he's in lane 8, 155. He's been there. He beat Michael Phelps. A lot of people forgot about this. In 2012, he beat Michael Phelps. Michael Phelps was really pissed off. But this guy, he can get it done. So don't leave out Chad Leclos of South Africa. I mean, heck, if in the heat before, this is the breaststroke, if Tatiana shows up and does something in the breaststroke, that might pump him up, and he's got to feel the extra pressure and step up. That's Chad Leclos we're talking about. Yeah. He could chop off so much time if he doesn't look. Yeah, I don't even know if it's so much about dropping time, so much as the fact that it's a distraction mentally. Like you're focusing on what everyone else is. Just focus on your own race, keep your eyes in your own lane, and take care of business. When you think about people who look, Michael Phelps occasionally would look underwater in streamline on his dolphin kicks. Very minimal interruption. He'd normally only do that in like the semifinal just to kind of keep an eye on everyone, make sure he can win his heat. And that's why he's the greatest of all time. It obviously worked for him. But for a lot of other people, Chad's awesome, but he has no chance, 0 chance, unfortunately. I respectfully disagree. If you have a lane, you have a chance. Now, the likelihood of him winning something, that's a completely different ballgame. The likelihood is a lot lower, but he's definitely got a chance. Never let anyone say someone doesn't have a chance, because if you have a lane, you have a chance. Now, if he were to qualify 17th, you're right. He has no chance because he didn't make the semifinal. But if you have a lane, you have a chance. 4x100 medley. Yeah, we're going to see how that shakes out a little bit later in the week. Chad has passed his prime. I don't think he's past his prime. He's just not in his prime right now. We saw Michael Phelps at the age of 31 win this event at the Olympics. So clearly you can do it in the 30s, in your 30s. Megan from Australia. What's going on? All right, let's keep things moving. This is the men's 200 fly. Next up, the women's 200 IM. We're about to start the game, so I want to make sure you guys have a chance to check this action out. By the way, this is the women's 200 fly. We've got Katinka Hosu, 200 IM, I'm sorry. Alex Walsh, she's going to be in there as well. In the second semifinal, keep an eye on Kate Douglas. She looked really good. We've got the UK in there as well. It's going to be a ton of fun. Can't wait to catch you guys at the end of the session, because we're going to be doing a post-show immediately following the conclusion of the show. So make sure you guys subscribe, hit the notification bell, and we'll catch you guys at the end of the session for the next live stream. Thanks again, be well, and have a great day.